here in my hand is the Chase in Cash card, and it's one of the few credit cards here that offer 5% cash back within the business category. At the time of filming this video, this card will give you $900 bonus cash back after you spend $6,000 in purchases in the first 3 months after opening an account. In between that offer, you'll notice there's a huge yellow banner saying offer ending soon. And that's right, this card will be ending that offer at some point soon. So I highly recommend that if any of you guys have been in the market to check this out, if the offer is still around, you may want to consider it. In this video, I'm going to be going over the updated benefits to the Chase Inc. Cash card. I'm also going to be going over rules and things to watch out for if you happen to get denied. And I'll be sharing with you what credit score you need and also some additional secret tips and tricks on how to get approved for a card like this. So to start, the Chase Inc. Cash card, like I mentioned earlier, is going to give you 5% cash back in the first $25,000 spent in combined purchases each account anniversary year on office supply stores and on internet, cable, and phone services. Now, 5% cash back on a business credit card is actually very, very good. Normally, most of the time, you're either going to get a 1.5% unlimited offer or maybe even a 2% offer, but anytime you can get 5% on a traditional credit card with no annual fee is something that I would consider very jungy good. Did I just say that? Yeah, I just said that. In addition to that, this card is also going to give you 2% back at gas stations and at restaurants. That is also going to be on the first $25,000 spent in combined purchases each account anniversary year. Just like many other cards, everything other than that is going to give you 1% cash back on your purchase. Now, this card here is one of the cards that I would say is great for anyone who is within just the business world. This is because most office supply stores are going to allow you to buy either, computer equipment, office chairs, tables, desks, papers, anything to run just a simple ordinary business. I've had my card for about the past 5 years now, and back when I first had my Chase Inc. Cash card, I realized how valuable it was because I realized how often I was spending money at most of those stores. Even as someone who runs like an online digital media company with this YouTube channel, you'd be surprised at how many of our expenses actually line up within the Chase Inc. Cash category. When it comes to the internet, cable, and phone services, as most of you guys know, if you happen to be a business owner or an entrepreneur, a lot of people can write off their cell phones because you need it for business. By using a credit card like this for select cell phone providers, you'll realize that you can still get an additional 5% on the money that you're already going to spend. So this credit card is also going to offer you a 0% intro APR bonus on the first 12 months, meaning that if you carry any type of balance on your business credit card, first of all, because it's a business credit card, it's not going to get reported onto your personal credit cards. But if you do happen to carry a balance for whatever reason it is, you will not be paying interest on it for the first 12 months. Now, this card also comes with a few other benefits such as auto rental collision damage waiver. You're also going to get travel and emergency assistance service. You're going to get roadside dispatch, purchase protection, and extended warranty. Out of all the credit cards within the market, I feel like a lot of people will naturally end up using the categories. So if you're not purchasing things at an office supply store, or you happen to be someone who doesn't have a phone for some reason, even being able to get cash back on things like restaurants and gas stations is a huge plus. Now, ladies and gents, before applying for this card, there's a few rules with Chase that you need to know about. I highly recommend paying attention here because a lot of the times people get denied automatically and they have no idea why. Now, the first rule here is the 130 rule, which is a semi-official guideline that just states that you should only expect to get approved for one Chase business credit card every 30 days. Now, back in the day, there are many people I know who are able to get approved for all 3 Chase Inc. cards automatically within 1 day. But for the year 2023, things have changed and the credit card market is continuing to evolve, and it looks like that's not going to happen as much anymore. If you're trying to play it safe within getting a lot of these cards, getting those welcome bonuses, and then moving forward with another application, I highly recommend that you space it out just in case. A good rule of thumb is to wait at least 2 to 3 months, but some people who are even more on the conservative side will wait about 6 months before applying for a new card. I think 6 months is a little bit overboard. You don't really need to go. 6 months is just a long time, guys. So I really think it's fine even if you just wait the minimum 30 days before applying for another business credit card within Chase. Now, the second rule to know about is the 230 rule, which also generally means that you can't get approved for more than 2 Chase cards, both business and personal, within a 30-day window. Now, with a lot of things, there are always outliers, so just know that there are people that you may know in real life that have gotten approved for 3 Chase cards within 30 days in the past, but for the most part, right now, it looks like these rules are affecting a majority of the people. Last but not least, you want want to be wary of the 524 rule. And the way that this works is that if you have opened up 5 or more credit cards within the past 24 months, you'd be automatically denied for certain Chase cards. But if you happen to apply for a business credit card and you're already 424, meaning you're not above that 524, you're still eligible to get approved for a business credit card, and it would not add towards the 524 rule. Now, if you are already 524 and up, so you've applied for 5 credit cards within the past 24 months, you're trying to go for your 6th one, you will probably automatically get denied even though it's a business credit card. So business cards will not add to 524 rule, okay? But they will get impacted by it if you are already over it. So if you do want to get approved for the Chase in Cash card, I highly recommend you have a score of at least a 700. By the way, guys, if you are interested at all in signing up for this card and you want to learn more, be sure to check out the links down below in the description. You can also scan the QR code on your screen, but make sure you do have the best competitive offer for yourself. But it's worth noting that anytime you do use these links, it does support my channel, and also you guys are getting a pretty good deal with the welcome bonus right now. Moving forward though, if you want to learn more about how you can also improve your chances of getting this credit card, first thing to do is to make sure you open a Chase business checking account. The next thing you want to do is to have a good personal credit score, and you want to have some type of history with Chase. A lot of people will apply for some of these cards, and some people will go out their way applying for these cards without ever having any type of relationship with any of these banks. Chase is one of those particular banks where they appreciate a lot of relationship history. So if you guys have never applied for like a Freedom card or something that doesn't cost you any money to hold, I highly recommend to do that first to improve your chances of getting approved for a card like this. The next thing you want to do is to make sure that you know your story. A lot of people will apply for business credit cards and they don't know why they're applying for it, or they don't really have like a legitimate reason on how it may help scale their business or side hustle. A lot of people end up stumbling here. Know your story and be able to describe in detail on why you're trying to get this credit card, what your business is, what the name of the business is, what kind of organization structure is it, what kind of industry you're in, how old the business has been, and how long have you been in the trade for. I mean, ladies and gents, these are very basic things that you should know about it. You don't need to know like, you know, the LLC EIN number of when it was first created on the back of your hand, but just know the basics of it, and it will help drastically in getting approved if you do happen to get denied and you move over into something called the reconsideration line. So ladies and gents, who is this card good for? I really think it's good for anyone who's trying to get within the credit card game, but it's more geared towards anyone who is mid game right now or even late game if you've never happened to enter into the business credit card side of the world. That's because personal credit cards can max you out at how many points you can earn, and there's only so many credit cards that exist within the market. When you start entering the business credit card side of the world, you have access to so many points. And even right now, if you were to get all 3 different Chase in cards after that 30-day period, you have an opportunity to get 90,000 points, which is $900 cash 1-to-1, even a bit more than that if you happen to get a better redemption. And if you had the Chase in Cash card and you got the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited, that's $1,800 right there in just free cash by signing up for these no annual fee cards. During the time that I applied was after I had the Chase Freedom, I had the Chase Sapphire Preferred, I had gotten the American Express Gold card, and right when I was around 424 and I was about to take up that 5th slot, instead of waiting the full 2 years, I went ahead and started maxing out all the business credit cards that I could get. If you guys are completely new to the world of business credit cards, you don't know how to get started, and you don't know the process of getting approved for one, be sure to check out the link down below in the description, or we'll have a card up here on the screen where you can watch my ultimate business credit card guide. If you've already done that and you got your own business credit card already and you're trying to move over into Chase and this video did interest you and you want to join a community, be sure to check out my Facebook group down below. All you have to do for that is to put in your email address into the newsletter with your name, and I will send you an invite to our private Facebook group. On top of that, guys, if you are interested again at all in signing up for this card, be sure to check out the link down below in the description. Make sure the offer is the most competitive for yourself, but at no cost to you. It does support this channel a ton. Like usual, be sure to follow me over on Twitter and on Instagram, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to do that too. Thank you all so much again for watching this video. Have an amazing day, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.